Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Nashwa Ristawidaswoyo with last three-digit name 106. So, in this video, I will explain what I have learned from the first meeting to the last meeting. The first is curriculum development. According to Jack Richard, a curriculum is a set of plans and arrangement regarding the purpose, content, learning materials, and method used as guidelines for carrying out learning activities to achieve certain educational goals. The curriculum has principles that cover several aspects such as educational objective, guideline for designing effective learning, and must be in accordance with student needs. The curriculum also has several aspects, namely the language curriculum as an educational activity, syllabus design as a teaching path, vocabulary section as a language component, and grammar selection as a supporter of the teaching process. The curriculum is very dynamic and can be developed. The curriculum can be developed because it adapts to the development of the times, where student learning objectives change, technology develop, and economic, political, culture change in the country. And there are several concepts for developing a curriculum. First is a goals, which are target for achieving educational objective. Second is materials, which are teaching materials or content that will be provided and applied by students in learning to achieve the goals. Third, there is the learning process, which is a method or strategy for delivering material so that students discover knowledge on their own. The last one is assessment, which is the process of measuring student achievement in learning and serving as a form of evaluation. Next is syllabus design. Syllabus design is one aspect of curriculum development. It's a breakdown of curriculum. Assessment, learning objective, learning materials, learning method, and time allotment are what cover the syllabus design. Syllabus also come in two types, functional and national. Functional syllabus is structured around the purpose of communication. They focus on the action through language. And national syllabus, they focus on the meaning or concept to be conveyed within a context. Before determining syllabus, curriculum developers first assess the target audience, like for example, is ESP. A key principle of ESP is to focus on the learner goals for using language. Learner needs are measured in terms of performance and preparation for specific future tasks. Next is need analysis. Need analysis is a procedure for collecting information objective learner needs. There are several objectives of need analysis, namely to find out the language skill needed by students, see the gap between current abilities and the abilities needed, and identify specific problem experienced by students. And there are two types of users such as there are two types of need analysis users. Large scale users such as curriculum officer, teacher, and learners, and small scale users such as teacher and program coordinator. There are several target population such as language learner, policymaker, employers, teachers, academics, and parents. There are also many ways to conduct a need analysis, from questionnaire, interview, observation, student language sampling, and case study. The design procedure are divided into two categories, large scale for institutional use and small scale for classroom use. Once the data is collected, the next step is to prioritize the information and conduct in-depth research. The goal is to consider the perspective of various stakeholders. The results are reported in written documents, brief summarized, or through group discussion. Next is situational analysis. Situational analysis is an assessment of environmental, social, and institutional conditions conducted before curriculum implementation to ensure that teaching materials align with student needs and exciting facilities. This process aims to ensure that teaching materials align with student needs and exciting facilities, so that learning objective can be achieved. And next, curriculum developer must consider institutional constraints such as time allocation, class capacity, and resource availability so that the ideal curriculum design can be implemented effectively. In this process, teachers serve as the primary source of information regarding student abilities and practical challenges in the classroom. In addition, student characteristics And in addition, student characteristics such as learning style, motivation, and language proficiency serve as primary filters in determining curriculum design policies. Next, the final material discussed is planning goals and learning outcomes. Planning learning objective and outcomes is a process based on combination of the need analysis and situational analysis to achieve the desired educational outcomes. There are 5 curriculum ideologies that serve as the foundation, namely academic rationalism, whose goal is to emphasize the intrinsic value of subject matter and its role in developing intelligence, humanistic values, and rationality of students. Next is social and economic efficiency, which focus on knowledge and skills relevant to the need of students' daily lives. Next is learning centeredness, which emphasizes process rather than products. Focus on learner differences, learner strategy, and self-direction. Next is social reconstructionism, which focus on the role that schools and students can and should play in addressing social injustice and inequality. And culture pluralism, which argues that schools should prepare students to participate in several different cultures and not just the culture of the dominant social and economic group. The results of the curriculum are described in 2 forms: aim or general objective. It's a statement of the general change the program aims to achieve. The aim is to provide a clear definition of the program and serve as a guide for teachers and content writers. An objective or specific objective. The result of the analysis of the aim into more specific and measurable learning units in the form of observable behavior or performance. In addition to language skills, the curriculum also includes non-language process and outcomes objective, such as the development of thinking skills, the ability to learn how to learn, and an understanding of language and culture. So I think this is enough for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.